Good morning, everyone. This is Mornings with Michael. This is Thursday, February 23rd, and Mornings with Michael is for educational, informational, and entertainment purposes only. Hope everybody out there is doing well. It is a kind of a cold spell here in California. The winds have been really strong. They continued pretty strong yesterday afternoon, and we'll just see how the winds of the market are changing today. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen. Let me just go to the VIX. The VIX is pulling back here a little bit, kind of filling the gap. I think next week is probably going to go up a little bit again, and it's an inverse relationship with the S&P 500. So let's go share my other screen. This unit on the screen has been all over the place. Started the morning at about 684, and it went up to 2642. At one time, it was up 378%. Right now, it's up 218%. It's Ocean Biomedical. They discover and develop therapeutic products in oncology, fibrosis, and infectious diseases. So not sure if they've had a breakthrough today or whatnot, but we've got huge volume, a lot of high volume bars over the days. Even when it was going down, there was low volume, which is bullish, and then high volume over here. So pretty interesting. Let's go look at the dollar. The dollar continues to trend upward. It's up another 3 cents today. It was up 2 pennies yesterday. Now it's up 4 pennies. Let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum is up about 9 cents on this is an ETF. Well, not really an ETF, but simulating an ETF of Greystone's Ethereum. And Bitcoin is up slightly as well. The big thing is to get above its 200-day moving average. It's had a bottoming base breakout here, and now it's pulled back and is trying to consolidate. We'll just kind of see where that goes. 0 ENX. The yield continues to pull back. It's kind of flattened out here. We'll just see how the 10-year yield goes. It's right now at 3.9%. And the 20-year yield is pulling back a little bit more. It's at 3.07%, pulling back to its 10-day moving average. Just see how things go. The Federal Reserve, it's predicted that instead of ending their interest rate hikes in April, that they're going to continue them into June at least. So if that's the case, the market really isn't going to be able to do too much until those rate hikes diminish. I was seeing that Elon Musk says the 3 things that do the best in a high inflationary market are real estate, fine art, and wine. So there you go. Let's take a look at how the NASDAQ is faring. It was up earlier and got a little bit of a boost from NVIDIA. We'll take a look at NVIDIA in a little bit. S&P 500 is kind of resting on its 50-day moving average. We'll see if it can stay above there. And the Dow Jones continues to retreat as well. Yesterday, the small cap index was doing better, and it looks like it's trying to eke out, but it's pulled back quite a bit here. It was up earlier this morning and hit its 20-day moving average and is pulled back. Generally, when a market breaks up like that, there's about a 38% pullback from the highs, 38 to 50%. So we'll just see where it goes from here. Once again, it's going to have the overhead of the Fed interest rate hikes over its head. So it's probably going to be in a trading range for now. The S&P 500 said it was going to pull back at least to 390. It's 397 right now. So we'll just continue to watch that here. Let's look at the SMH semiconductor. Had been popped up to his 10-day moving average, and now it's pulled back under his 20-day moving average. NVIDIA was up a lot more earlier, was up at, I believe it was at 237. Yeah, pulled up to 240. And now it's kind of in the bottom of its range of its gap up today. So we'll continue to watch that. Look at a couple of other, if my tool will work, it's just being a little slow here. Here we go. Look at a few of others in the sector. We got Rambus is pulling back a little bit. Impinj provides frequency identification solutions. So it's pulled back quite a bit here. Some of the other leading issues, ECLS it's holding up pretty good here. We've had a pretty strong run. I'd continue to watch this. I think there will be continued consolidation here before there's any move forward. Now the leader, Air Test Systems, is pulling back. It's tried to bounce up this morning, and it pulled back under its 10 and 20-day moving average. We'll see if it pulls back to its 50-day moving average here. The good thing is it's been low volume on the pullback. Let's go see what we're doing in the energy space. Energy is popping up on this morning. Oil prices stabilize. They try to pop up here. They're up about 1.5% this morning. So that's affecting that. Let's see the explorers popping up about the same as what oil is, about 1.5%. IBB continues to pull back. It's moving closer and closer to its 200-day moving average. And XBI also in biotech continues its pullback. Take a look at transportation. Transportation pulled back to its 50-day, and it's trying to kind of settle there. Real estate continues to retreat. Mining and metals retreating as well. Take a look at gold. Continues to pull back. It's going to retreat as long as the dollar remains strong. So silver and gold will continue to retreat under those circumstances. FCX took a big tumble today, down about 4%. So we'll see tech resources, I believe, took a big tumble yesterday, pulled back to it. It's under its 50-day moving average now. See where this goes. Vale also in the same space, pulling back under its 50-day moving average. So there we see that. Financials. Pretty much everything is pulling back after a strong attempt to move up today. Once again, all the overhead resistance is the Fed-related interest rate hikes. There were producer price index and consumer prices still remain pretty strong, and so this is going to put a lever down and push down on all of the markets for the time being. So that's kind of our report for this morning. Let's take a look at a couple of more issues that are moving up. Lantheus, former leader over in this area, had pulled back quite a bit. It's popped up 448% earnings increase. A lot of the oil services companies doing well today, up on earnings. FTI or Technique FMC, they do services for land and offshore exploration. They're up about 9%. Same thing with Torm PIC. They're up 7%. Sting is up about, Scorpio Tankers is up about 2%. TK Tankers, their earnings came up 685% increase. People were pretty happy with that. That gapped up pretty good because it's still in the top of its range. Take a look at LNG. Even though natural gas is down quite a bit, their stock is still remaining in this range and popped up today. Over 2.5%. Genera Energy, also in the same space, is up about 8%. Their earnings popped 402%. This is IPO, engaged in exploration, production of oil and gas, popping up quite a bit. Gapped up yesterday, had a big trading range. Being an IPO, it's going to be pretty volatile, but it continues, and it has a 94% earnings increase in 2022, and it looks like it's pulled back in earnings this year to negative 41%. Its rating against the S&P 500 is pretty good, 88 out of 99. So we'll just continue to watch that. Another relatively new IPO on the horizon is Xperi. Develops and delivers technologies, enables smart devices, connected cars, and digital entertainment. Came out with their IPO around 16. Right now it's trading at 11.77. They had 107% earnings increase. The relative strength is against the S&P 500 is picking up. Had huge volume over here. So we'll continue to watch that. Lumen Brands is another issue that is kind of taken off, kind of broke out right around 2460, I guess, kind of broke out and continues trending higher. So we'll continue to watch that one. And here's another one that has been trending. API Group Corporation provides safety, specialty industrial services in the US and Canada and the United Kingdom. They have earnings in 5 days, had a pretty high volume here, so we'll just continue to watch that. And then on the downside, got Spartan-Nash Company, it's supermarket. It's down almost 20%. The earnings came in at negative 18%. Intuitive Machines, which was up 78% yesterday, went up to $135, $136. It's pulling back quite a bit. It's pretty volatile. It's down close to 34% today after being up, I don't know, maybe 200-300% yesterday. So Getty pulling back. It's doing pretty well. It was down earlier. Their earnings came in at a negative 11%. Domino's Pizza, which has been one of the greatest stocks over the last 20 years, is down 11%. They weren't happy with the 4% increase in earnings. So this year they're supposed to be up 13%, and next year 14%. It's down about 11% this morning. Bell Fuse, another issue that had been trending well, manufactures power transformers, is down 11% today. They weren't happy with the earnings, even though the earnings were up 96%. Albertsons is down about close to 3%. Nice software company in Israel, software to manage multimedia and ads. Their earnings were up 18%, and so it's down about 8%, a little over 8% today. And take a look at Otterdale Power is bouncing all over the place. It gapped up the other day, and its earnings were better than expected. We'll see if it can stay in this range and stay above the low of the gap up. I think it's all positive. It's down 1.5%. Bandwidth, another high-tech flyer. Their earnings were up 100%, but obviously it's less than expected, down 27, almost 28%. Dutch Brothers, almost a meme stock, big coffee distributor. They're going to be up 75% earnings this year and 82% next year. Their earnings came in at 0% gain, so that didn't thrill investors. It's down about 15% today. So let's look at our winners and losers today. The market still is going to remain under pressure. It's going to be earnings related, and data will provide the key. News from the Federal Reserve, indicators, purchasing index, consumer price index, these are all going to put pressure. There's a lot of debt out there. Federal government continues to spend money, more money than they're bringing in. So we'll keep an eye out here. And remember, if you have any questions about your financial goals, feel free to text us at 415-828-7997. We'll always be here for you. And hope you have a great day. Remember, it's your goals and your activities out there. Keep pushing forward. keep strategizing and figure out if you run into any issues, you can do it. So hope everybody has a great day, and we'll see you on Friday.